Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. What time is it, Mickey?
It's 6 o'clock.
And you know what that means? 6 o'clock on Sunday. That means This Week in Disney. Yes, we have some information for you from the prior week. If you've missed any of it, I'm here to update you on what's going on. So why don't we just go ahead and get into it? So let's take a look. Why? Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Will Disneyland and Disney World be decorating this Christmas? I hope so, even though I won't be able to be there. With the state of theme park during the pandemic, it raises an important question for fans. Will the Disney parks still be decorated for Christmas? Disneyland and Disney World both have their own iconic decorations that come out once a year for the holidays. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for coming in. From the Christmas tree on Main Street in Disneyland or the thousands of lights that are covered Cinderella's castle and Walt Disney World, fans look forward to seeing these familiar sightings during their holiday visit. Disneyland, which remains closed, with no official opening date, and Walt Disney World, which has been open but canceled their popular extra ticket event, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. At Walt Disney World, we do see this familiar Halloween decoration at the park. Disney World has also announced a special character cavalcade, specialty foods, and heaps of fabulous merchandise to help guests celebrate the Halloween season at the park. So what could this mean for Christmas? I don't know. Let's see. This is what Walt Disney World Guest Services had to say. Yes, we would still be decorating for Halloween as the holidays. Great question. This is what Disneyland Guest Services had to say. Downtown Disney will receive Christmas decorations this year, and both parks will receive Christmas decorations no matter how late into the season they're open, if they open for sure. So we already know Walt Disney World is open. I believe Disneyland is probably looking at opening sometime, maybe the middle of this month. Maybe it's getting closer. I don't know. Maybe the beginning of next month. I think it's coming soon. So they will be having Christmas decorations, but I don't think they'll be doing the celebrations like they've always done before. All right. Removal of Epcot Festival Center poster puts future plans in doubt. It would appear that the further changes to the Epcot updates could be on the horizon, as this morning a Shop Disney release was changed to omit one of the key posters that fans were expecting to see in the release. A set of 4 posters were reduced to 3, with the World Celebration Festival Center having been completely removed from the collection. The new collection included posters for Harmonious, Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, and the Millennium Celebration, but there was no sign of the Festival Center, despite the collection being named the World Celebration Collection. It puts further doubt in the mind of many fans who have so far seen the suspension and potential cancellation of the Mary Poppins attractions and changes to Spaceship Earth, thanks to changes spotted at the Epcot experience. Back in July, we had heard that Disney had plans to take a different approach when it comes to the Festival Center, and it would appear that based on this new release, the new approach is completely changed to how the building looks. Just give me 1 second. I'm live streaming right now. All right. Back in July, we had heard Disney. Okay, so we already went through that. So given now profitable, the various different festivals at Epcot are for the Walt Disney Company, we expect to see new festival centers in some capacity, but given the impact the pandemic has had on the financial, it will be interesting to see where the Imagineers take the plans next. Either way, we are excited to see the construction work at the Epcot continue, and despite the setbacks. So yeah, we knew this was kind of going to happen. I mean, Disney did take a big hit during the pandemic, so some stuff would either is going to be canceled or it's going to be delayed. Hopefully a lot of stuff will just be delayed. But hey, Katrina, thanks for coming in. So we're still going to get somewhat of what they were saying Epcot's going to get. I hope the Mary Poppins attraction does happen. I'd hate to see that canceled. And yeah, I just, hopefully this stuff is all going to be delayed. Hey, Krista, thanks for coming in. But there's not much they can do when there's not as much money coming in that there was. Obviously, hopefully that's going to be changing soon. If you ask me, I truly believe this whole entire thing will be over by the end of the year. I do. I think we'll have a vaccination, and I'm pretty sure if we have a vaccination, it's probably going to go to those who are high priority first before it comes down to us that are low priority. But let's move on to the next story. All right, construction permits filed for Disney's Broadway resort pool. Did I say Broadway? I meant boardwalk. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Krista. Disney's Boardwalk Resort could be undergoing some construction soon. A new construction permit was filed on the 3rd of September for Disney's Boardwalk Resort for general construction. The address listed on the work permit brings us to believe that it is the Boardwalk's Luna Park pool that will be the site of construction. The Luna Park pool is described on the official Disney Park website as follows. Swim in the carnival-themed pool that is home to a 200-foot-long water slide, harken back to an amusement park of the 1920s. The 184,217-gallon Laguna pool invites you to clown around in the water and make a splash under the spouting trunks of grinning elephant statues. Adults will enjoy the serenity of the whirlpool spa, while little ones will surely want to splash it up in the kiddie pool. We love this whimsical themed pool, so we are excited to see what could possibly be coming next to the Disney Boardwalk Resort. So I can't say I've never been down by Boardwalk. I think I've walked maybe by it, but I've never stayed there. I have never seen this pool. If anybody's seen this pool, I mean, it sounds like it's amazing. But unfortunately, when I go, we don't stay at places like that. I would like to, but we spend a lot of times at the park. So usually the place we stay at is just a place we go to sleep. All right. Could Epcot's Harmonious open soon? Progress being made. It was only just recently that we were able to see aerial photos of the Harmonious construction begin again, and now things are really moving forward. Harmonious is the new Epcot nighttime spectacular coming to the Disney theme park soon. After the closing of illuminations at Epcot, park-going fans were very sad the nighttime show was leaving the World Showcase. And to interim, we were given Epcot Forever, which was a much smaller scale show, but still very nostalgic, and also a goodbye to the Epcot playing songs from extinct attractions. This was all a goodbye to bring us to the future of Epcot, which would be Harmonious. But before we get into all that, let's check out the most recent progress the show has seen. Harmonious was initially scheduled to open in summer 2020 at the Disney parks, but with the September rolling around and construction having halted in the beginning of 2020, that date is now something fictional. When we last saw the barges for the new show being worked on, the construction updated looked like this. Okay, so I showed pictures last week, so I think we know, if you were here, hopefully you remember what those great big barges look like. So yeah, to me, I think and they're, I mean, Bob Chapek said this is going to be the biggest nighttime show ever done. And I truly believe that that's what the permit for the drones were for. I think this is going to have so much to it. And I'm glad. I was not a big fan of Illuminations. I didn't really like it. That's all. I really thought that it was outdone by at that time Wishes. I thought Wishes was better. I think Happily Ever After is better than what Illuminations was. Fantasmic is better than Illuminations. I just didn't care for the show. I don't know what it was that I didn't like. It was just something I didn't like. But I mean, if there's people out there who liked it, hey, great. But it's sad that it went away. But I think this Harmonious is going to be something that can compete with the other nighttime shows, and that's what we really need. If they had some competition going on between these parks, unfortunately, it's the same people who's putting them in, so they're not really competing. But this would be awesome. I think the way they talk about it, it's going to be an awesome show. I can't wait to see it myself. Whether I hope to see it in person, I really do. If not, I at least want to watch it on YouTube, or maybe Disney. Disney likes to live stream stuff too, so you just got to watch it over there on their channel sometimes. But I think it would be awesome. I think it's going to be probably like Bob Chapek said, the biggest nighttime show they've ever done. All right, let's see. Disney World enforces social distancing on Labor Day weekend. So we all know that it was pretty crowded there at I'd like to say downtown Disney, but it's Disney Springs. Over Labor Day weekend, Walt Disney World Resort saw some of, if not the biggest crowds that have visited its 4 theme parks since they reopened in July. Well, Katrina, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like they're going to start moving the hours back. Plus, you got to think, the days are getting shorter. So, all right. Let's see. When the long holidays weekend began, we noted that Disney's crowds levels were noticeably higher than they have been, and that Disney Springs reached capacity early in the evening on Saturday. How did Disney deal with bigger crowds? Yesterday, Twitter. Okay. So let's take a look. All right. Zoomed in physical distancing can be seen in the aerial view of Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster Plaza. If you look at the sidewalk at Disney's Hollywood Studios in this picture, I'm not going to show the picture. You can clearly see how parties are maintaining a proper social distance from one another. In this tweet, Thrilla Data, we see that wait times at Disney World surged from Saturday to Monday. Then these aerial photos of Hollywood Studios were taken. The fact that cast members continue to abide by the Disney's protocol and guests appear to be following the regulations says world of positive things for how Disney is operating its theme parks during a pandemic. So I truly don't believe it's going to matter how many they got there. They're going to enforce the social distancing. They're going to enforce, the masks. And I think if you go there, I think you're going to find out that going to Disney World is probably more safer than just going to the grocery store. So I think it's great. I don't think bigger crowds, because you got to understand, they're used to handling large crowds. I mean, right now, it's just like nothing to them. So not surprised at all that they were able to handle it. Hong Kong Disney reopening soon. So Hong Kong Disney to reopen soon. They had a statement. We welcome the government's announcement to gradually relax the health and safety measures. Our reopening plan will follow the health authorities' guidelines in a measured manner. So this is a great news for Hong Kong Disney, as they have already reopened once, only to find they had to shut down again. The second reopening will hopefully be the final one for Hong Kong Disney during the pandemic. So, I mean, That's great. Disney Hong Kong has a lot of great attractions, and I hate to see it. I hated to see it get shut down again, but it sounds like they're going to be reopening soon, and these are all steps. So seeing the world come back to what it used to be. All right. Yeah, this one's a good one. Studies find that planning a Disney trip will make you happier. So I don't know if you can make plans to do a Disney trip, even if you're not going, to make yourself happier. Of course, you got to trick yourself into believing you're going, but then you get sad when you realize that you're not. So maybe if you make plan or do plan a trip, then you might want to go, or otherwise it kind of backfires. If you love visiting Disney parks around the world as much as the ITM team, the result of a recent study by researchers Michelle Guylan won't shock you. According to a Disney Park blog post about Guylan's research, she recovered that 97% of respondents report having a trip to a Disney theme park plan makes them happier. 71% of respondents felt greater levels of energy when they had a trip plan in the next 6 months. If you've ever seen this magical pop up on your screen after booking a Disney resort trip, you know the surge of excitement you feel when you see Mickey Mouse and I'm going to Disneyland Resort or I'm going to Walt Disney World. So it's just a picture of Mickey Mouse and it says I'm going to, and it's either Disneyland Resort or Walt Disney World Resort. Guylan's research, which can be viewed full here, was a part of the Let's Go There initiative, which is a travel industry-wide effort spearheaded by the U.S. Travel Association. That Let's Go There coalition engaged happiness researchers Michelle Guylan from the Institute for Applied Positive Research to field this study to understand the impact of booking travels on happiness during the COVID-19 pandemic. The sample consists of 263 U.S.-based adults aged 18 and older. The online survey was conducted August 21st through the 24th, 2020. The Walt Disney Company is proud to be involved with the Let's Go There campaign. President and Managing Director of Disney Parks Experience and Product Jill Estorino is a co-chair of the Let's Go There coalition. Estorino told Disney Parks blog. So, I mean, come on. Did we really need a study to tell people that you would feel happier knowing you're going to be going to one of the Disney parks? I don't think so. I think people knew that already. So, unless you're like somebody who doesn't like Disney and you're having to pay for it, then that might upset you. Epcot's delayed Space 220 restaurant construction update. Thanks to our friends. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, the restaurant looks massive in size, and once it's open, will be a unique experience for guests visiting Epcot. This photo shows us the non-guest facing part of the restaurant building, but gives us a great feeling for the vast scale of what to come in this immersive dining. So, okay, let me see if I can get it there. Wow. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. Just give me 1 second. All right. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the 220 restaurant. And it's the one that makes you feel like, okay, so this is like the elevator that makes you feel like you're leaving Earth and being shot up to where the restaurant is. So everybody's standing around it and they're looking down and you actually see Earth leaving you're leaving Earth. Earth's not leaving you. All right, so here is the dining area where you get to look out into space and you see an astronaut. To me, it looks like the coral reef but in space is what it looks like to me. Instead of having aquariums in these bigger windows, you have views of outer space. But that's what it kind of reminds me. I was looking to see if there's any more pictures. No, that's it. So I can't wait for it to open. I want to eat there myself. But you know, hey, with the way things are going, I don't know. I mean, they're still doing it. That's all there is to it. But I don't think I'm planning on going until sometime next year. We were actually planning to go 3 times this year, and then all this stuff happened, and that didn't happen. All right. Construction progress brings new Epcot neighborhood to life. At the 2019 D23 Expo, a complete reimagining of Epcot Future World was announced. Many Disney park fans have felt that this area could use a refresh for years, so this was welcome news. During Disney World's COVID-19 closure, however, Epcot's numerous construction projects became problematic, and many were canceled or postponed due to financial concerns at the Walt Disney Company. Fortunately, however, construction progress is now continuing at Epcot theme park. Yesterday's aerial photos from Twitter users BioReconstruct gives Disney World goers a look at both World Discovery and World Celebration. They're just buildings. So So it says in this photo, the Play Pavilion, which has recently undergone major exterior progress, can be seen on the far right. This structure will be I can't read it and show you the picture at the same time, so give me a second. Which has recently undergone major exterior progress, can be seen on the far right. This structure will be an Imagineering playground filled with interactive activities for the entire family. The highly anticipated Moana-themed water attraction will also be located in the World Discovery, though any progress that has been made on it does not appear to be visible in this photo. So I'm still looking. All right, so I'll pop that up real quick. Just give me one sec. Is that it? I think so. Okay. So let's see. So here we go. So yeah, over here, this would be the beginning of, so it looks like, so we got the 2020 right here. And are they doing something with I didn't think they would be doing anything with that. But aerial overview, construction, what will be the World Discovery neighborhood of Epcot. So look, they got another picture down here. In this aerial overview of the construction side of the World Celebration neighborhood of Epcot, note the orange barrier forming corridors for travel on the site. Arrow shows these corridors continue through the former Innovations West. So, wow. So this is kind of the concept look of it. That looks amazing. And I think that's it. So, I mean, hopefully they get Epcot done. I'd hate for it not to get done, but I don't think they're going to make it for their 50th birthday, though. I'd love to say they were, but I don't think they're going to. Disney Cruise Line, one step closer to returning to Castaway Cay. In July, the Bahamas banned cruise ships from making port. As of yesterday, Bahamian Minister of Tourism and Aviation, Diocesius de Aguilera, announced that the country will soon be entering phase 3 of its phased tourism reopening process, which is great news for Disney Cruise Lines and other cruise companies. According to Disney Cruise Line blog, beginning October 15th, the Bahamas will enter phase 3 of the tourism readiness and recovery plan. As part of phase 3, beaches and major hotels will reopen on an all-island. De Aguilera announced that all hotel guests must abide by a 14-day vacation in place, which will allow guests access to all amenities, including hotel spas, gyms, bars, and more. Additionally, phase 3 will also see the reopening of attractions, excursions, and tours on November 1st. Disney Cruise Line blog also reported that these safety measures have been put in place by Bahamian officials. Effective September 1st, 2020, the Bahamian government announced new entry requirements, including approved Bahamas health spa available, proof of negative COVID-19. The only applicants who are not required to provide a COVID-19 test are children under the age of 10, pilots and crew who remain overnight in the Bahamas, and mandatory 14-day vacation in place, experience at a hotel, private club, or rented accommodations like Airbnb, as well as on a private boat. So starting to sound pretty neat. Disney Cruise Line offers these details about upcoming sailing to their private island, Castaway Cay, and other Bahamas itinerary. Whether you wish to take a long weekend or week-long vacation, the Bahamas puts breathtaking tropical beauty well within reach. With cruises ranging from 3 to 8 nights, you can experience historic Nassau, quirky Key West, and Disney's Castaway Cay, our own private piece of heaven in the Bahamas. Plus, Port Carnival is just an hour away from Walt Disney World Resort. So, cruise lines are starting to move closer and closer to starting back up. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that, Katrina, when I think you sent pictures as well. So okay, just give me a second. There we go. What will Disney World's fall look like? All right. So the Walt Disney World Resort reached capacity over Labor Day weekend for the first time since reopening. The long weekend that is the symbolic end of summer and the beginning of fall in America was a triumph, but has left many asking, now what? The start of fall has raised concerns that the continued recovery of Walt Disney World, according to Forbes, Walt Disney World hit capacity, but its capacities was limited to no more than 30% of its pre-pandemic capacity. Starting today, the mega resort is reducing operating hours at all 4 of its major theme parks. They have canceled its beloved annual extra ticket events, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And Disney World has also announced the delay of several refurbishment projects originally planned to be done for the 50th anniversary celebration. But despite all these reductions and cancellations, there are also signs of hope that Disney World can actually enjoy a profitable autumn after all. At the beginning of August, Disney CEO Bob Chapek reiterated that Walt Disney World would not be open if it could not turn a profit, and stated that Disney World was still in the green even despite the limited capacities. While there are still many cast members still furloughed, Disney World also continues to be the only Central Florida resort to not put any of its recalled employees back on furlough, unlike the Universal Orlando Resort. Disney CFO Christine McCarthy also spoke on this recent earnings calls and said, we expect demand will grow when the COVID situation in Florida improves. Florida's pandemic cases have dropped dramatically since the peak in July, and Disney execs believe that the demand to visit Florida will go up as the concerns and cases of the pandemic continues to go down. So, well, it sounds like possibly things might be moving along down there at Walt Disney World. Let's hope so. All right. Christmas at Walt Disney World coming. November 6th. Just announced on the Disney Park blog that Christmas will be, in fact, be returning to the Walt Disney Resort this year on November 6th. Christmas at Walt Disney World. Here's the breakdown of all the important details from the official announcement for the holiday season at Disney World from November 6th to December 30th. Disney Animal Kingdom to receive Festival Flotilla, holiday promenades at Epcot, Santa at all 4 parks in Disney Springs, Magic Kingdom to showcase the toy soldiers with the Main Street Philharmonic, Minnie Mouse hosts dining at Hollywood and Vine and Disney's Hollywood Studios, Santa, Goofy, and other friends in holiday-themed outfits will be in attendance, Disney Springs host Christmas Tree Trail, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar will transfer into Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar at Disney Springs. Disney Springs will have magical snowflakes in the evening. November 27th, highlights from Epcot Festival of the Holiday Foods will begin being served at World Showcase. Joyful returns to the Sing at Epcot. What is not returning this year? Okay, so yeah, I mean, so far it sounds like they're going to try and make it the best they can. I mean, it's really sad. I've been to the party twice for the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas, and it's a great party. I really like it, and it's really sad that they can't do it. But at least they're still going to decorate, and there's going to be some kind of Christmas spirit there at least. So, but you know, there might be stuff that you're going to get that might happen for just your regular admission price or being annual pass holders that you would have had to pay extra for the Christmas party. So it sounds like they might do a few things. Do you think they will have the tree in Disney Springs? I think, yeah, I do. I think they will. I mean, if they're going to have the Christmas tree trail, why wouldn't they have the tree in Disney Springs? So I think everything's moving up. Okay, here's one thing that a lot of people were asking. Will Disney World Resorts display iconic gingerbread house this year? I heard a lot of people say that it didn't sound like they were. The holiday season is the most magical time of the year, especially at Walt Disney World with the current global pandemic. A lot of guests have been left wondering how Disney World would handle the upcoming holiday season. Well, now, thanks to a recent announcement, we have some answers. Unfortunately, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party has been canceled, as well as the Candlelight Processionals. Epcot's International Festival of the Holidays will return on November 27th, but what about the Walt Disney World Resort? Each and every year, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa takes the cake with their famous gingerbread house display in the lobby. And if you hop on the monorail and head over to Disney's Contemporary Resort, because they also usually have a popular gingerbread display that is a must-see. In 2008, the display featured Cinderella's castle along with Cinderella herself, Prince Charming, and Fairy Godmother. However, this year, Disney World Resort will look a bit different. Disney Park Blogs announced Disney Resort hotels will also be decked out for holidays with their lobbies featuring iconic trees and other festival flourishes. One thing to keep in mind is that our gingerbread displays will not return to the resort hotel this year. While we know they are a favorite of people taking in the holiday decor, we're not able to include the displays due to the physical distancing guidelines. So, see, they talk about it there. The only time I ever seen a gingerbread house was at Epcot back in the American Pavilion. And I guess I've never gone over to see it over at Grand Floridian. That's sad. And I've never really seen it draw like a large crowd. It just was something you looked at. So I don't know why they couldn't have it return. It's just kind of weird. All right. Let's move on. Let's see. Here we go. A bit of Star Wars news. Rey Kenobi, Daisy Ridley reveals she was almost a descendant from Obi-Wan. I think she was originally supposed to be the whole entire time. Rey parentage is a major theme throughout the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Her quest to find her parents are, and as a result, who she is, drives nearly everything the character does. Throughout Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, viewers are left as in the dark about Rey's lineage as she is. Finally, in Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the final film in Skywalker saga, we learn that Rey is, in fact, descendant from Emperor Palpatine clone. However, Ridley has revealed that Rey's path almost took a very different turn. In an interview with Josh Gad on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night, Ridley said at the beginning they were toying with an Obi-Wan connection. There were different versions, and at one point she was no one. It kept changing. So, even though Lucasfilm eventually scrapped the plan for Rey to be a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi, social media has gone wild with the Rey Kenobi hashtag. So I truly believe that would have been the best way they could have went. There was so much that she did in Force Awakens that made her look like she was more of a Kenobi. She did so many different, some of the things that Obi-Wan Kenobi himself did. And it just seemed, I don't know, I think maybe what it was maybe there was just too many theories that she was a Kenobi. It would have been great. I think it would have been awesome. All right. Marvel's Black Panther breaks streaming records this week. I think we may have talked about this. So, in a report by Real Good, a website that publishes data from streaming services, Black Panther was the most streamed comic book movie last week. This, of course, coming on the heels of the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman from colon cancer at age 43. In addition, Real Good currently has Black Panther rating number 2 on its list movies about Africa, number 5 on its list of movies you can watch on TBS, and ranking 38th on the list of fantasy movies. They also say Black Panther has a better than average IMDb rating of 7.3 and was very well received by critics. The movie is extremely popular with Real Good users lately. So yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, what better way to say goodbye to the man than to actually watch the movies that he was in? I mean, that he was a great actor. I mean, I loved him in 42. I loved him in Black Panther. And it's just sad to see him go. And it's going to change the way everything's going to be for a while. And I really wish it wouldn't have happened. So, all right. Just trying to get through this. I think we talked about this one. I'm not going to bring it up, but it's about the Savi's Workshop is coming back. We talked about Casey's is getting ready to open back up. Here we go. This one, Katrina, you were asking about this. Should Disney modify hours to stay open later instead? Starting September 8th, Walt Disney World schedules changed to a serious reduction in hours for the theme park, but should they have arranged the modified hours to close in the early evening, or should they have opened later and let fans enjoy nighttime at the park? Fans weigh in online. So I wish when they shortened hours, they made it open only at night. I don't know about you guys, but I much prefer the park at night. Obviously, the temperatures difference is one thing, but more specifically, I think the theming and how things come alive at night is such a better feeling than in the daytime. Maybe I get distracted by the heat during the day, but I feel like I stop and appreciate a lot more in the parks at night. I would be happier if the parks were only open at night and closed during the daytime. With it being summer in Orlando, Florida, it makes total sense that the park could certainly be cooler in the evening. Also, we love seeing the lands coming to life at night as they offer unique experience to the daytime. This choice from Disney, okay, so basically I can understand it. I mean, who doesn't love Magic Kingdom at night or any of the other places just once the lighting goes up? I mean, let me ask a question. I mean, would you rather go into Pandora during the day when it just looks like stuff sitting there, or at night when you have all the... So I think it's pretty easy that the nighttime would be a better time. So maybe they should modify the hours and shove it back a little bit more, push it towards the evening, and at least let people experience. Plus, like they were saying, I mean, it's Florida, all right? I think it's only cool there 2 days out of the year, something like that. So I think they would probably get more people to go if they were open later in the evening instead of earlier in the day. So I totally agree with that. I think they should do that. All right. I'm just trying to get through real quick. Let's see. Here we go. Villain Cavalcade coming to Disney World this fall. So obviously, yeah, I could see that too. But I mean, the thing is I mean, they already said that it seems like a lot of people are going later in the day anyway. That not people are showing up early in the morning. They're waiting till the afternoon to go. And I think if they're doing that, you might as well just push your hours back. Well, I could see that, but that's true, because you might have people who can't go during the night. I mean, you might have those people who work second shift and can only go during the day. And I totally agree with what you're saying, Katrina. That might make sense, but yeah, they could do that. But then again, what do you do when you're somebody who's there on vacation and you want to go both? You're gonna have to pay for both tickets, or would that be something that's just an option for people that are local going there? Or that's what it kind of comes down to. All right, Villains Cavalcade coming to Disney World this fall. I think we knew about this. So basically, it's just going to be the cavalcades, except for it's going to have the Disney villains. So we have been hearing so much about the Christmas and holiday offering over at Walt Disney World recently that we forget about the spooky season we are currently in, Halloween. Disney recently released all Halloween offerings that the park would have after we found out that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was being canceled. Decorations will still fill Magic Kingdom. For the first time ever, adults could dress up as their favorite characters during park days and more. That sounds awesome. Well, okay, so throughout the day, special Halloween cavalcades will pop up on the parade route and head down Main Street, USA. You could come across Mickey Mouse and his pals all dressed up for the occasion and beautiful Halloween costumes. On select days, you may even encounter a cavalcade of Disney villains, from Gaston and Maleficent to Queen of Hearts and Jafar, creeping down the path, or a nightmarish procession featuring the Pumpkin King himself as Jack Skellington. As another special treat for the Halloween season, we are thrilled and chilled to welcome the iconic Dapper Dans back to the Magic Kingdom Park, beginning September 20th, performing as their undead alter egos, the Cavalier Dans. You'll be enchanted by a cappella performance from the Cadaver Dans when they emerge from their tombs. The Halloween spirit is also in the air over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where Minnie's Halloween Dine is set to return to Hollywood and Vine beginning September 25th. The Monster Feast will be served to your table, and favorite Disney friends will make special appearances in the restaurant. So, I mean, it sounds like they are doing something for Halloween. So I couldn't see them canceling completely everything. It's too big. It's something too big for Disney. Let's see. Here we go. Disney bars may reopen to increase capacity. Those who enjoy drinking at Disney and imbibing at the Trader Sam's may soon have something to celebrate. Only a few alcoholic lounges have reopened. Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar and Oga's Cantina, for example. Since the initial June 26 ordering suspense on premises alcohol consumption was amended to allow bars serving food to remain open, there's been good news this week on an official Twitter feed discussing the future of Florida bars and large reopening capacity. Florida bars will reopen to 50% capacity. This past Thursday, Housie Bashirs, Florida Secretary of Department of Business and Professional Regulations, announced on his Twitter feed that bars in the state of Florida can once again reopen on Monday, September 14, 2020, at a whopping 50% capacity. Up until this point, bars not serving food, think Trader Sam's Grotto Tiki Bar at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, which makes over 50% of its revenue from enchanting tiki cocktails and not the very food dishes on a requested menu. This has left a lot of Disney resort bars shuttered as well, such as Dockside Margaritas. Hey Gonzo, thanks for coming in. So it sounds like are they saying that the bars can reopen at 50% if they're serving food, or is that all the bars right now? Okay, so it's just up until now, up until September 14th, they had to be bars that serve food. But after September 14th, all bars can open up to 50% capacity there in Florida. Okay. So, I mean, that sounds amazing. I mean, the bars have been open here in Indiana for a while, but, you know, I can understand that's a thing. Plus, bar owners, you know, that's kind of big hit when they can't open up, and that's their livelihood. Looking through. Here we go. Cinderella's royal table shatters prices due to no princesses. The restaurant inside Cinderella's castle at Magic Kingdom, Cinderella's Royal Table, reopens very soon. The Disney Park blog announced last week the new date when guests will once again be welcomed into Cinderella's main gate and up into the upper towers. But following this announcement is another pumpkin of news / prices. Cinderella's Royal Table shatters prices due to no princesses. Like our princess broken slipper, Cinderella's Royal Table price shattered. Glass slipper joke there. Due to the lack of live entertainment in the restaurant, the Disney Park blog's announcement regarding the upcoming absence of Princess said, beginning September 24th, guests can enjoy dining in the enchanted fairy tale setting of Cinderella's Royal Table at Magic Kingdom Park, enjoy a delicious regal banquet with unforgettable main courses ranging from roasted chicken breast and tenderloin of beef to chef's fish of the day. The princesses will be taking a break from the royal duties greeting guests, but there will be plenty of delicious fare and fun to be enjoyed in this beautiful one-of-a-kind restaurants. So the differences is right now for lunch and dinner for adults, it's going to be $62, which is down from $75. And for children, it's lunch and dinner for $37, which is down from $45. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a really big price decrease to me. I mean, I guess it is, but you figure If you're still looking to see Disney princesses as if you were at the Cinderella's Royal Table or perhaps at Princess Fairy Tale Hall, you'll have to pose yourself on Main Street, USA, and watch for the new character cavalcades. Cinderella has been seen on the mirrored float parading throughout the theme park, but also seen waving from atop Main Street's railroad station. Just look up and adore your role models. So, yeah, wow. I don't know. To me, I guess it's some kind of, it's something. So I don't know. To me, that just didn't sound like, is the food really that, I mean, I've ate there once, but I don't remember the food being that good. So I remember the experience there at the castle being great. I thought it was a great experience, especially if you had small kids, but I don't remember the food being that great. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's because I ate there once and I don't remember it. But I feel like it just doesn't seem like a big enough cost cut because that's what that whole entire thing is based on, is for characters. But hey, that's me. I could be wrong. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Katrina. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to. All right, here we go. This was 5 hours ago. Splash Mountain evacuated at Magic Kingdom after ride breaks down. They have another log sink. Let's see. Splash Mountain at Walt Disney World has been experiencing some issues today. Magic Kingdom guests had to evacuate their logs after their attraction unexpectedly broke down. The video below shows guests walking inside the attraction, guided by a Disney cast member after they had to evacuate the rides. All right, hold on just a sec.
Not so glamorous back here. It's still magical though. Really gain an appreciation for the theming.
All right, so I've actually seen that because I've been on it when it broke down. So, hey, Arlene, thanks for coming in. No, that wasn't my family, Arlene. No, but when the girls were smaller, that actually happened. And it kind of upset us because the girls were so small that something like that can ruin the magic of Walt Disney World. Because, I mean, when you're small, you think all this stuff is real. And then they take you out back and you see that. And you're just like, what the heck is this? So we actually, they did get us fast passes. So they did make up for it. But I was kind of upset. I didn't yell at any cast members or anything. I just expressed my upsetting that my kids had to see that. I think maybe there should be a better way to evacuate a ride than to take you out behind the scenes and see stuff like that. So, but hoops. No, it's real, Gonzo, completely real. I don't know what that entire thing was. I'm pretty sure it was something made up. So, but all right, let's see. So yeah, so I mean, sometimes that happens. All right. So this is going to be it for the day. More work taking place inside the Disneyland gates. Although we don't yet know when Disneyland Disney California Adventures will reopen, fans of the Southern California Disney Park and guests of downtown Disney districts are getting excited for any reopening preparation that seems to be taking place. Today, thanks to Best Life and Beyond and Zippy Mike, we've caught a glimpse of more work taking place inside Disneyland Park gates. In the video below, we can see workers placing tape on the ground just past the turnstiles in front of the Forum Mickey. It's hard to tell what exactly this is for, but we've definitely excited to watch to find out. So I would play the video, but it looks like it's just, yeah, it's just a guy walking around putting down tape. So I don't, so yeah, me too, Arlene. I mean, as you get older, when your kids get older, it's not such a big deal. I'm sure when I have grandkids, I'll be upset again. So, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It's no surprise that Disney fans like us have been keeping our eyes peeled for any signs of Disneyland and Disney California Adventure reopening. We've reported on attractions like the Matterhorn bobsled and Pixar Pal Around being inspected or tested, plexiglass being installed at the Disneyland and Disney California Adventure gates and turnstiles, and even horses being spotted on the Main Street USA. Any sign of movement or work happening in the Disneyland Resort theme parks are exciting to DLR super fans who can't wait for the happiest place on earth to reopen. But it's important to remember, however, that even though these appear to be signs of reopening preparations, nothing is for certain. That is true. So, but like I said, I think it'll be open, if not here pretty soon, at least by the beginning of November. I truly believe they'll be open. So did I say November? I meant October. By the beginning of October. So, but as for that, so that is the last one. We've got a few minutes yet. I don't think I have anything to share, but I can tell you that we will be doing Christmas songs on Melody Mixes tomorrow night on Gonzo's channel. And then I'll be putting out a reaction video. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to be doing it tonight. And then we'll have it hanging with the family. We're having Perfectly Cat on as a guest, and we will play Pictopia after we have a little time talking and getting to know Cat. So please catch us there at 6 o'clock Thursday night, Eastern time. And I think that's going to do it. That's a wrap up. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm happy you're here. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the Disney news for last week. And we'll be back Sunday to let you know what happens through this week. So once again, hope to see you next week. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.